Hello students, today we are going to solve IBPS Probationary Officer Prelims paper 15th October 2022 shift 1. Let's begin with question number 31. Before moving, a very best of luck to you all. If you want to practice all the questions from this paper and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Let's begin with question number 31. Here questions from 31 to 35 are based on the below information. Direction is, read the table carefully and answer the questions given below. The table given below shows number of registered votes and invalid votes in two different blocks A and B. Here in two different blocks A and B in the year 2015, 16 and 17. So number of registered votes and valid votes are given, and also in block B registered votes and invalid votes are given. So here question is, find the average number of invalid votes in block B. So valid votes are given, right? 1500, 1800 and 2200. We have to find average number of invalid votes. So let us find invalid votes in each year. Invalid votes in 2015 in block B. So registered votes are 1800. In that valid votes are 1500. So remaining 300 votes are invalid votes, right? And in the year 2016, so total registered votes are 2200. In that valid votes are 1800. Therefore, remaining 400 votes are invalid votes. 2400 registered votes in 2017, and in that 2200 votes are valid votes. So remaining 200 votes are invalid votes, right? So we have to find average number of invalid votes. So average invalid votes are, so total invalid votes divided by number of years here, right? So in 3 years, the average number of invalid votes are, so 300 plus 400 plus 200 divided by 3. So which is 900 by 3 is equal to 300. So 300 is the average number of invalid votes in block B. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 32. What will be the ratio of total number of invalid votes in block A in 2015 to the total number of invalid votes in block B in 2016? So in 2015, in block A, right, number of invalid votes. So in 2015, so valid votes are 1200. So invalid votes are 1400 minus 1200. So 200 invalid votes in 2015 in block A. Whereas in block B, in 2016, right, in this year, so number of invalid votes are, so 2200 minus 1800. So 400 votes are invalid votes. So we have to find the ratio. So required ratio of total number of invalid votes in block A in 2015. So 200 to the total number of invalid votes in block B in 2016. 200 to 400. So the ratio is 1:2, right? Therefore, answer is option E. Question 33. Total number of invalid votes in block B in 2015 is how much percent more than the total number of invalid votes in block A in 2017? So in block B in 2015, so total number of invalid votes are, so I'll write invalid votes in block B in 2015 is 300. Whereas invalid votes in block A in 2017 in this year, so I just write here invalid votes in block A in 2017. So is equal to 250, right? So total registered votes minus valid votes gives number of invalid votes. So the number to 300. So number of invalid votes in block B is how much percent more than number of invalid votes in block A, that is 250. So here 300 is 50 more than 250, right? Therefore, invalid votes in block A in 2015 is 50 more than that of block B, block A. So invalid votes in block B in 2015 is 50 more than that of block A in 2017. Therefore, required percentage is equal to, so how much percent more than? That means for 250 invalid votes in block A, right? So I'll repeat, for 250 invalid votes in block A, so there are 50 more invalid votes in block B, right? Therefore, for 100, so it is 50 into 2, 50 into 5, so 5 into 10. So 20% more than that of block A, right? So invalid votes in block B is 20% more than invalid votes in block A in 2017, right? Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 34. Which of the following statement is true according to the given table? So let us consider first statement. Here, average number of valid votes in block A is 210. So average is equal to total number of votes divided by number of years, right? Total number of, here in this case, total number of valid votes divided by number of years. Number of years. Here in block A into, so in which year? So all together. So in block A, number of valid votes are, so totally it is 1200 plus 800, 2950. So total number of valid votes are 2950 divided by number of years is equal to 3, right? So 3 into 9, 27. 3 into 8, 24, 3 into 3, so 983.33. So which is not equal to 210, right? Therefore, first statement is not true. Whereas the second one, we'll consider second one here. Total number of invalid votes in block A in 2016 is equal to total number of invalid votes in block B in 2017. In 2016, in block A, so number of invalid votes are, so 1000 minus 800, right? So invalid votes in block A, invalid votes in block A in 2016 is equal to 200. So which is 1000 total registered votes minus valid votes is equal to 200. Whereas invalid votes in block B in 2017. So in this year, so there are 2400 registered votes minus 2200 valid votes, which is equal to 200. So both are equal, right? Therefore, second statement is true. Whereas the third one, total number of registered votes in block A is 56.25% of total number of registered votes in block B. So we'll find total number of registered votes in block A, this total, right? So we'll write it down. Total registered votes in block A, registered votes in block A, and total number of registered votes in block B, right? So in block A, 1400 plus 1000, 2400 plus 1200. So 3600 is the total. Whereas in block B, total registered votes are, So 1800 plus 2200. So 4000 it is. So 6400 totally registered votes, right? So the required percentage is, so we'll write it down, 3600 in block A, 6400 in block B. Therefore, required percentage is here. So total registered votes in block A, 3600 is what percentage of total registered votes in block B, which is 6400, right? So can cancel two zeros. So 4 into 9 is 36, 4 into 16 is 64. Therefore, it is 900 by 16. So can simplify it. So 16 into 5, 80. So 56.25, right? So the required percentage is 56.25. Therefore, third statement is true. Total number of registered votes in block A is 56.25% of total number of registered votes in block B. Therefore, 2 and 3 statements are true. Right? Here the question is, which of the following statement is true? So both 2 and 3. Option C is the right answer. Question 35. What is the difference between total number of valid votes in block A in 2015 and 17 together to the total number of registered votes in block B in the same year? So in 2015 and 17 together, number of valid votes. So total valid votes are total valid votes in 2015 and 2017 together is equal to 1200 valid votes in 2015 and 950 valid votes in 2017 in only in block A, right? In block A we have to consider, right? Therefore the answer is, so 2150 votes, valid votes, whereas so total number of registered votes in block B in the same year, total registered votes in block B again in the same year, 2015 and 2017. So registered votes in block B, 1800 plus 2400. So 3400. So 4200 is the total number of registered votes, right? Here we have to find the difference between. Therefore, difference is 4200 minus 2150, right? So which is equal to 2050, right? Therefore, option C is the right answer. Difference between total number of valid votes in block A in 2015 and 17 together to the total number of registered votes in block B in the same year is 2050. Question 36. Gopi and Kishan travel from A to B and the ratio of their speed is 3:5. Gopi starts at 10 a.m. and Kishan starts at 2 p.m. Then find at what time Kishan will overtake Gopi. Here, Gopi and Kishan travel from A to B. We'll consider two places, A and B. Right? Gopi starts at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. and Kishan starts at 2 p.m. So here ratio of their speed is given. So 3:5 is ratio of their speed. If we consider 3x as Gopi's speed and 5x as Kishan's speed, first we have to find the distance traveled by Gopi between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Right? So let us consider place x. So distance traveled by Gopi, AX distance traveled between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. So at that time, that means exactly at 2 p.m., Kishan starts its journey, right? So let us consider distance traveled by Gopi in 4 hours. That means between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Later we'll go for, so the time, that means at what time Kishan will overtake Gopi, right? So before that, let's speed of Gopi be 3x and speed of Kishan be 5x. So therefore, distance traveled by Gopi between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. That means in 4 hours is equal to, by the formula, speed is distance by time. Therefore, distance is speed into time. So speed of Gopi is 3x and time is 4 hours. Therefore, 12x is distance traveled by Gopi in 4 hours. Right? At that time, so when he reaches place X, at that time, Kishan starts his journey. So in this situation, so both are traveling in the same direction with different speeds. So when two bodies or two persons are traveling in the same direction with two different speeds, we consider the term relative speed. Relative speed. Right? So what is relative speed? Therefore, relative speed is equal to relative speed of Gopi and Krishna. Gopi and Kishan. So relative speed of Gopi and Kishan is equal to, so difference in their speeds. So 5x minus 3x, which is 2x. Right? So if their relative speed is 2x and distance traveled by Gopi is 12x, so the time to overtake, so time taken by Kishan to overtake Gopi. So by the formula, speed is again distance by time. Therefore, time is distance by speed. So distance traveled by Gopi here, by Gopi, divided by relative speed. Relative speed. So speed of one person with respect to another person is called relative speed, right? So distance traveled by Gopi is 12x and relative speed of Gopi and Kishan is 2x. Therefore, time taken to overtake Gopi is 6 hours. So here Kishan starts at 2 p.m. Right? Here the question is, at what time Kishan will overtake Gopi? Here the answer is, Kishan overtakes Gopi at, here he starts at 2 p.m. plus 6 hours. So at 8 p.m. he overtakes Gopi. Therefore, answer is option C. 8 p.m. is the right answer. Question 37. The perimeter of a rectangle of length 12 centimeter and breadth 16 centimeter is equal to the perimeter of a square, and the diameter of a semicircle is equal to the side of the square. Then find the perimeter of the semicircle. So consider a rectangle whose length and breadths are given. So let L and B be the length and breadth of a rectangle. So here L is 12 centimeter, breadth is 16 centimeter. And let P1 be the perimeter of the rectangle. So perimeter of the rectangle is equal to perimeter of the square. So consider a square. Consider a square whose perimeter is P2 and its lengths are, or its sides are L. Right? So all the sides are equal here. So P1 is equal to P2 here. And diameter of a semicircle is equal to side of the square. Consider a semicircle Consider a semicircle. So diameter of the semicircle is equal to length of the square or side of the square. So we have to find perimeter of the semicircle. Let P3 be the perimeter of the semicircle. Right? So we have to find the perimeter of the semicircle. This circumference part plus diameter of the semicircle gives perimeter of the semicircle. Right? So let P1 be the perimeter of the rectangle. Perimeter of rectangle. So by the formula, perimeter of rectangle is equal to 2 times its length plus breadth. And P2 be the perimeter of square. By the formula, 4 times its side. Right? And P3 be the perimeter of semicircle. Which is equal to pi r plus 2r. So perimeter of the semicircle is obtained. So when a circle, consider an imaginary circle whose circumference is equal to 2 pi r. That means perimeter of a circle is 2 pi r. So in case of semicircle, it is half of the circumference of the circle plus this diameter part. Right? So diameter is 2 times radius, 2r. Therefore, the formula pi r plus 2r in case of semicircle. Now, here it is given that perimeter of a rectangle is equal to perimeter of the square. So now find perimeter of the rectangle. P1 is 2 times length plus breadth. So which is 2 times length is 12 centimeter. Breadth is 16 centimeter. So 2 times 28, which is 56 centimeter, is the perimeter of rectangle, which is equal to perimeter of square. Right? Perimeter of the square, which is P2. And the diameter of semicircle is equal to side of the square. So perimeter of the square is given. So we have to find side of the square. Therefore, side of the square. By the formula, it is P2, perimeter of the square, divided by 4. Right? So 56 by 4, which is equal to 14 centimeter. So this side of the square, L is 14 centimeter, is equal to diameter of the semicircle. So diameter of the semicircle is 14 centimeter. Therefore, diameter of the semicircle is equal to 14 centimeter. Therefore, which is L. So in case of semicircle, diameter is 2 times radius, 2r. Right? Therefore, we need to find perimeter of the semicircle. Therefore, perimeter of the semicircle P3 is, by the formula, it is pi r plus 2r. So pi into. So since diameter of the semicircle is 14 centimeter, radius becomes 14 by 2 plus 2 times radius is 14 by 2. Right? So pi is 22 by 7 into 7 plus 2 into 7. Therefore, 22 plus 14, 36 centimeter is, yes, 36 centimeter is the perimeter of semicircle. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 38. Arun invested 20,000 rupees in scheme A, which offers simple interest at X% per annum for 6 years, and Bhavesh invested same amount in scheme B at X minus 2% per annum for 7 years. If the simple interest received in scheme A is 20% more than in scheme B, then find the value of X. So let us consider scheme A and scheme B. Scheme A and scheme B. So in scheme A, Arun invested 20,000 rupees. So investment or principal? Investment or principal invested in scheme A is 20,000 rupees, which offers simple interest at X% per annum. So per annum, the rate of interest is X% for 6 years. For the period of time is 6 years. Right? So we'll consider P1, R1 and T1 as principal, rate and time period. Right? And Bhavesh invested same amount in scheme B. So in scheme B, investment or principal is P2 is same amount, that is 20,000 rupees at X minus 2% per annum. So rate of interest R2 is X minus 2% per annum for 7 years, for the time period of 7 years. Now, if the simple interest received in scheme A is 20% more than in scheme B, that means I1 with the simple interest in scheme A, simple interest I1 is 20% more than, that means 120% of more than in scheme B. Therefore, so I2 and 20% of I2, right? Now, simple interest in scheme A, I1 is P1, R1 and T1 divided by 100, right? Whereas 120% of 120% means 120 by 100 into I2 is P2, T2, R2 by 100, right? Now, P1, R1, T1. So, P1 is 20,000 rupees into T1 is 6 years, R is X% divided by 100 is equal to, so 120 by 100 into P2, T2, R2. Again 20,000 into time is 7 years into X minus 2 is the rate of interest divided by 100. Right? Now simplify it. So you can cancel 2000 here. Right? Even 100 and 100. So 6x becomes, so 120 by 100 can be written as 20 into 6, 20 into 5. 6 by 5 into 7 into x minus 2. Right? So 6 and 6 will get cancelled. So x into 5. 5x is equal to 7x minus 14. Therefore, 7x minus 5x. 2x is equal to 14. Therefore, x is 7. So here, question is find the value of x. So x means rate of interest in scheme A, right? Therefore, x is 7%. So rate of interest in scheme A. Therefore, look at the options. Option B is the right answer. Question 39. A invested X rupees in scheme earning compound interest at 20% per annum for 2 years, while B invested 2x rupees in the same scheme earning simple interest at 10% per annum for 3 years. The difference between the interest earned in the scheme is 2,400 rupees. Find the value of X. So here, person A invested X rupees. So we'll consider person A and B and their investment. So investment of A. Investment or principal or deposited money by A is X rupees, right? Whereas investment of B, investment or principal invested is equal to 2x rupees, right? In the same scheme. Here, A earning compound interest at 20% per annum. Here, rate of interest is equal to 20% for 2 years. Time period is 2 years. So A earns compound interest. So compound interest earned by A is equal to, by the formula it is how compound interest and principal rate and time periods are related. So CI is equal to principal into 1 plus rate by 100 to the power of T to the power of time period minus 1. Whereas B invested 2x rupees in the same scheme, earning simple interest at 10% per annum. Rate of interest is 10% for B for 3 years. Time is 3 years and he is earning simple interest. So simple interest earned by B is PTR by 100. And it is given that difference between the interest earned in the scheme is 2400. So interest earned by A and B. So the difference between these two interests is 2400. So both the interests, compound interest and simple interest, are in terms of X, because both compound and simple interests are calculated on principal money, right? Therefore, in terms of X. So finally, we are finding the value of X. So let us go step by step. Let us find compound interest first. So principal is X rupees plus 1 plus rate is 20 by 100 to the power of 2 minus 1, right? So X into, so 120 by 100. So we can write it as 6 by 5 to the power of 2, right? Minus 1. Therefore, X into, so 36 by 25 minus 1 to the power of, 2 we have taken. So it is 36 by 25 minus 1. So here 25 is the LCM. So 36 minus 25 becomes 11. So 11x by 25 is the compound interest. Whereas simple interest is PTR by 100. Principal or investment of B is 2x rupees. So for 3 years time and rate of interest is 10 by 100. Here it is 60 by 100 into x, right? So the difference between the interest is 2400. So look at the interest. So 11x by 25, whereas simple interest is 6 by 10x. Or you can take it as 3 by 5x. So simple interest is 0.6x something, whereas compound interest is, so 11 by 25. So it is 0.4 something, right? 0.5 something. Therefore, here simple interest is more than compound interest. We'll take the difference. Simple interest minus compound interest is given as 2400, right? Simple interest is 6 by 10x minus compound interest is 11x by 25 is 2400. Here 50 is the LCM. So 10 into 5. So 6 into 5 is 30x. So 25 into 2 is 50. So 22, right? 22x. So 2400. Now 8x is equal to 2400 into 50. Therefore, x is equal to 2400 into 50 divided by 8. So it is 300 into 50. So 15,000 rupees. So what is x here? So investment of A. So here the question is find the value of x. So value of x is 15,000 rupees. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 40. The age of Vikas is 5 years more than that of Anjali. Anjali is 7 years younger than Sakshi. If the ratio of ages of Vikas and Sakshi is 9 is to 10, find the age of Anjali. So let us consider age of Anjali is X years. Let age of Anjali be X years. Right? Here it is given that age of Vikas is 5 years more than that of Anjali. Therefore, age of Vikas is equal to X plus 5 years. right? So Anjali is 7 years younger than Sakshi. So age of Sakshi is, since Anjali is 7 years younger than Sakshi, Sakshi's age minus 7, therefore age of Sakshi becomes x plus 7 years. If the ratio of ages of Vikas and Sakshi is 9 is to 10, therefore, so Vikas' age is to Sakshi's age is equal to 9 is to 10. So Vikas' age is x plus 5 divided by x plus 7 is equal to 9 by 10. So then find the age of Anjali. Find the value of x, right? So 10x plus 50 is equal to 9x plus 63. So therefore x is equal to 63 minus 50, which is 13 years. Therefore Anjali's age. So age of Anjali is 13 years. Therefore option C is the right answer. Question 41. In the given question, two equations numbered 1 and 2 are given. Solve both the equations and mark the appropriate answer. Here, first one is x squared plus 15x plus 56 is equal to 0. A quadratic equation in the form of x squared plus a plus b into x plus ab is equal to 0. Solve the equation means find the value of x, unknown factor, right? So if the quadratic equation is in this form, so we have to split the middle term to find the value of x. How to split the middle term? So split the middle term in such a way that, so product of the coefficients of the middle term should be, so AB, that is 56, and sum of the coefficients of middle term should be 15. Right? Therefore, here a plus b is 15, a, b is 56. Therefore, we can consider a as 8, b as 7. So that a plus b becomes 15, a into b becomes 56. Now, the given equation can be written as x square. Split the middle term. 15x can be written as 8x plus 7x. Even you can interchange the values of a and b. A as 7 or b as 8. Right? So, plus 56 is equal to 0. Take first two terms where x is common into x plus 8. Plus 7 is common in the last two terms into x plus 8 is equal to 0. Therefore, x plus 8 is equal to 0 or x plus 7 is equal to 0. Therefore, we have two values for x. X is minus 7 or x is equal to minus 8. Right? Now consider the second equation to find the value of y. So y square plus 7y plus 12 is equal to 0. Again, a quadratic equation in the form of x square. In place of x, here is y. So y square plus a plus b into y plus ab is equal to 0. Right? Here ab is 12. A plus b is 7. Therefore, a is equal to 4. B is equal to 3. Right? Now the given equation can be written as, split the middle term. 7y can be written as 4y plus 3y plus 12 is equal to 0. Now take first two terms where y is common into y plus 4 plus 3 is common in the last two terms into y plus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, y plus 4 is equal to 0 or y plus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, we have two values for y. Y is minus 4 or y is equal to minus 3. Right? Now compare the values of x and y. Now consider x, y and their relation. If the value of x is minus 7, y is minus 4. So y is minus 4, not x. Y is minus 4. then x is less than y. Minus 7 is less than minus 4. If again x is minus 7, y is minus 3. In this case also x is strictly less than y. Now consider the second value of x, minus 8. If again y is minus 4, so minus 8 is less than minus 4, x is less than y. If again x is minus 8, y is minus 3, so x is strictly less than y. Therefore, we can conclude that x is strictly less than y. So look at the options. Option B is the right answer. X is less than y. Question 42. In the given question, two equations numbered 1 and 2 are given. Solve both the equations and mark the appropriate answer. Here the first one. X squared minus 9x plus 18 is equal to 0. Here, the given quadratic equation is in the form of x squared plus a plus b into x plus ab is equal to 0. We have to find the value of x. Here ab is 18, a plus b is minus 9. So a is equal to minus 6, b is equal to minus 3. Now split the middle term. X square minus 9x can be written as minus 6x minus 3x plus 18 is equal to 0. So take first two terms where x is common into x minus 6 minus 3 is common in the last two terms into x minus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore, either x minus 6 is equal to 0 or x minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, we have two values for x. X is equal to 6 or x is equal to 3. Now find the value of y. So by considering the second equation, y square minus 11y plus 18 is equal to 0. Again a quadratic equation. So we have to find the value of y by splitting the middle term, which is minus 11y. Here ab is 18, a plus b is minus 11. Therefore, a is equal to minus 9, b is equal to minus 2. So that a plus b becomes minus 11. Right? So, y square minus 11y can be written as minus 9y minus 2y plus 18 is equal to 0. Take first two terms where y is common. Right? Y into y minus 9. Minus 2 is common in the last two terms into y minus 9 is equal to 0. Now, y minus 9 is equal to 0 or y minus 2 is equal to 0. Therefore, we have two values for y. Y is 9 or y is equal to 2. Now, compare the values of x and y. So, let us compare the values x, y and their relation. Right? If the value of x is 6 and y is 9, then x is less than y. Right? If again x is 6, y is 2, so x is greater than y. Now, if the value of x is 3, y is 9. So x is less than y. Again, if x is 3, y is 2, x is greater than y. So in two cases, so first and third case, x is less than y. In the other two cases, x is greater than y. Therefore, so relationship cannot be determined here, right? Therefore, so here, relationship between x and y can't be established. Option E is the answer, right? Therefore, option E. Question 43. In the given question, two equations numbered 1 and 2 are given. Solve both the equations and mark the appropriate answer. Here the first one. So solve for first one. So that is to find the value of x. So we have to split the middle term. 37x plus 330 is equal to 0. Here the middle term is minus 37x. So AB is 330 and A plus B is minus 37. Therefore, A is equal to minus 15, B is equal to minus 22. Right? So x square minus 37x is written as minus 15x minus 22x plus 330 is equal to 0. Here take first two terms where x is common into x minus 50 minus 22 is common in the last two terms into x minus 15 is equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 15 is equal to 0 or x minus 22 is equal to 0. Therefore, we have two values for x. X is plus 15 or x is equal to 22. Now find the value of y. So by considering the second equation, y square minus 28y plus 195 is equal to 0. Right? Here AB is 195. A plus B is minus 28. Right? Now split the middle term. Y square minus 28y can be written as here A is equal to, so minus 13, B is equal to minus 15. So that their product is 195 and their sum is minus 28. Right? So minus 28y can be written as minus 13y minus 15y plus 195 is equal to 0. Take first two terms where y is common into y minus 13. Minus 15 is common in the last two terms into y minus 13 is equal to 0. Therefore, we have two values for y. Y is equal to 13 or y is equal to 15. Now compare the values of x and y. Right? X, y and their relation. Now, if the value of x is 15, y is 13, then x is greater than y. If again x is 15, y is 15, x is equal to y. X is 25, y is 13. So in this case, x is greater than y. And if x is again 22, y is 15. So x is greater than y. Therefore, we can conclude x is greater than or equal to y. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 44. In the given question, two equations number 1 and 2 are given. Solve both the equations and mark the appropriate answer. Here again, we have two quadratic equations, x square plus 19x plus 90 is equal to 0. And the second one is y square plus 13y plus 36 is equal to 0. Here midterm is plus 19x. So which is a plus b is plus 19. AB is 90. Therefore, A is equal to 10, B is equal to 9, right? Therefore, we can split the middle term as plus 10x plus 9x plus 90 is equal to 0. Take first two terms where x is common into x plus 10 plus 9 is common in the last two terms into x plus 10 is equal to 0. Therefore, x plus 10 is equal to 0 or x plus 9 is equal to 0. Therefore, we have two values for x. X is minus 10 or x is equal to minus 9. Now find the value of y. So, second equation, y square plus 13y plus 36 is equal to 0. So, equation, a quadratic equation in the form of, so ax square, here this type of equation is in the form of y square plus a plus b into y plus ab is equal to 0, right? Whereas the first equation is x square plus a plus b into x plus ab is equal to 0. We have already discussed in the previous questions, right? So here ab is 36, a plus b is 13. Therefore, a is equal to 9, b is equal to 4. Now find the value of y. Now, y square plus 13y can be written as plus 9y plus 4y plus 36 is equal to 0. So here y is common in the first two terms, y plus 9 plus 4 is common in the last two terms into y plus 9 is equal to 0. Therefore, y plus 9 is equal to 0 or y plus 4 is equal to 0. We have two values for y, minus 9 or y is equal to minus 4. Right? Now compare the values of x and y. X, y and their relation. If x is equal to minus 10, y is equal to minus 9. Here minus 10 is less than minus 9. So x is less than y. If again x is minus 10, y is minus 4, x is less than y. If x is minus 9, y is also minus 9, x is equal to y. If again x is minus 9, y is minus 4, x is less than y. Therefore, we can conclude that x is less than or equal to y. So look at the options. X is less than or equal to y. Option D is the right answer. Question 45. In the given question, two equations numbered 1 and 2 are given. Solve both the equations and mark the appropriate answer. Here, find the value of x in first equation. X square minus 35x plus 306 is equal to 0. So the given equation is in the form of x square plus a plus b into x plus ab is equal to 0. So here ab is 306 and a plus b is minus 35. Therefore, a is equal to minus 17 and b is equal to minus 18. So that their product is 306 and their sum is minus 35. Now, split the middle term to find the value of x. Right? Here, minus 35x can be written as minus 17x minus 18x. Here 17 and 18 are coefficient of middle terms, right? Now plus 30, 306 is equal to 0, 306. Here take x as common in the first two terms into x minus 17, minus 18 is common in the last two terms into x minus 17 is equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 17 is equal to 0 or x minus 18 is equal to 0. Therefore, we have two values for x. X is 17 or x is equal to 18. So, next step is find the value of y. So, in the equation y square minus 25y plus 144 is equal to 0. Again, the equation is in the form of, in place of x square, here is y square plus a plus b into x plus ab is equal to 0. Here ab is 144, a plus b is minus 25, coefficient of the middle term, right? Now split the middle term to find the value of y. So here a is equal to, so what's the value of a? So minus 9, b is equal to minus 16. So that their product is 144 and their sum is minus 25. Y square minus 25 can be written as minus 9y minus 16y plus 144 is equal to 0. Take first two terms where y is common. Y into y minus 9 minus 16 into y minus 9. 16 into 9 is 144, right? Therefore, y minus 9 is equal to 0 or y minus 16 is equal to 0. Therefore, y is equal to 9 or y is equal to 16. Now compare the values of x and y. X, y and their relation. Now, if the value of x is 17, y is 9, right? X is greater than y. Again, if x is 17, y is 16, x is greater than y. X is 18, value of y is 9. In this case, also x is greater than y. So at last, x is 18 Y is 16. X is strictly greater than Y. So combine these four, we can conclude that X is strictly greater than Y. Right? Therefore, look at the options. Option A is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice such type of questions and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Questions from 46 to 50 are based on the below information. Here direction is study the bar graph carefully and answer the following questions. The bar graph given below represents the amount of tax paid in thousands by the three taxpayers Ankur, Pankaj and Mayank during the year 2018 and 19. Study this graph carefully and answer the questions given below. Here along y-axis, so three persons, Ankur, Pankaj and Mayank, and who paid taxes. So the paid amount is given along y-axis, right? So let us make a table. Here persons are Ankur, Pankaj and Mayank, right? And they paid tax in thousands in two different years, 2018 and 2019. So we'll consider 2 years, 2018 and 2019. And the amount. So here white shade represents amount paid in or the tax paid in 2018. Right? Here it is 90,000. So 90, Ankur paid 90,000 rupees in 2018. Right? Whereas in 2019 with gray shade, so 60,000 rupees. Next is Pankaj. Pankaj paid, so white portion, 65,000 rupees tax in 2018. In 2019, he paid 80,000 rupees. Right? Whereas Mayank paid 40,000 rupees in 2018 and he paid 70,000 rupees in 2019. Right? Here the question is, what is the average of the total amount of tax paid by all three taxpayers in the year 2018 and 19 together? So let us find total tax paid by them in two different years, right? Here, total tax paid in the year 2018 is, so 90 plus 65, so 1,55,000. So 1,95,000 is the total tax paid by three persons in the year 2018. Whereas in 2019, total tax is 60 plus 80,000, 1,40,000. So plus 70,000. So it is 2,10,000. Right? Here we need to find the average of the total amount of tax paid by all three taxpayers. Here, total tax in 2018 and 19 together is equal to 1,95,000 plus 2,10,000. So which is equal to 4,05,000 is the total tax paid in both that means 2018 and 19 together. Right? So we need average of the total tax. So average is equal to, so total tax divided by a tax paid by all three taxpayers. Right? Therefore, number of taxpayers is equal to 4,05,000 divided by 3. We'll get, so 3 into 1, 3 into 3, 9, 3 into 5. So 1,35,000 is the average tax paid by all three taxpayers in 2018 and 19 together. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 47. What is the total amount of tax paid by all three taxpayers in the year 2019? So in 2019, total tax paid by all three taxpayers is, so sum of these three numbers, 60 plus 80, 1,40,000 plus 70,000 is 2,10,000. Right? 2,10,000 rupees is the total tax amount paid by all three taxpayers in 2019. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 48. In the year 2020, the amount of tax paid by Mayank is 30% more than the amount of tax paid by Ankur in the year 2019. What is the amount of tax paid by the Mayank in the year 2020? So we'll consider one more year, 2020. In this year, so tax paid by Mayank is 30% more than, that means 130% of amount of tax paid by Ankur in the year 2019. So that is Ankur paid 60,000 tax in the year 2019, right? Therefore, tax paid by Mayank in 2020 is 130% of 60,000. Right? So then what is the amount of tax paid by Mayank in the year 2020? So tax paid by Mayank is, here itself you can simplify. So tax paid by Mayank in 2020 is equal to 130% of, that means 30% more than the amount of tax paid by Ankur in the year 2019, which is 60,000. So we can write it as 130 by 100 into 60,000. Right? Now we can cancel two zeros here. So you will get 70,000. 78, not 70,000. It is 78,000 rupees. Right? So total tax paid by Mayank in 2020 is 78,000. Therefore, option E is the right answer. Question 49. What is the ratio of the amount of tax paid by Mayank and Ankur in the year 2018 to the amount of tax paid by Pankaj in the year 2018 and 19 together? So here, tax paid by Mayank and Ankur, these two persons, in the year 2018, so are 90,000 and 40,000, right? So the total amount is 90 plus 40,000 to the amount of tax paid by Pankaj in the year 2018 and 19. So Pankaj paid 65,000 in 18 and 80,000 in 2019. So you have to find the ratio of these two totals, right? So let us write tax paid by Mayank and Ankur. Mayank and Ankur in 2018 is equal to Mayank paid 40,000 plus Ankur paid 90,000 tax. So which is equal to 1,30,000 rupees. Whereas tax paid by only Pankaj. Tax paid by Pankaj in two different years, 2018 and 19 together. Whereas in the first case, tax paid by two persons in only 1 year. In the second case, tax paid by only one person in two different years, right? So Pankaj paid in 2018, he paid 65,000 tax. In 2019, he paid 80,000 tax, right? Totally, he paid 1,45,000 tax. Therefore, we need the ratio between these two amounts. So the required ratio is so 1,30,000 is to 1,45,000. right? So which is equal to 130 is to 145. So you will get 130 is to 145. So divisible by 5. 5 into 2, 5 into 6 is to 5 into 2, 5 into 9. So 26 is to 29 is the ratio. Therefore, 26 is to 29. Option D is the right answer. Question 50. The amount of tax paid by Pankaj in the year 2019 is what percentage of the amount of tax paid by Mayank in the year 2018? So in the year 2019, Pankaj paid 80,000 tax, whereas in the year 2018, in this year, Mayank paid 40,000 tax. So here 80,000 tax paid by Pankaj is what percentage of 40,000? So we can easily give the answer. It has 200% because 80,000 is twice the amount 40,000, right? Therefore, it is 200%. So let us write step by step. Here, tax paid by Pankaj. Tax paid by Pankaj in 2019 is 80,000 rupees. Whereas tax paid by Mayank in 2018 is 40,000. Therefore, required percentage is here. So, in 2019, 80,000 is what percentage of into 100? That means what percentage of 40,000, right? So, it is 200% of 40,000. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 51. What should come in place of question mark in the following number series? So in the given series, first number is 7 and the second number is 20. So 20 is obtained when 7 is multiplied by 3. First number is multiplied by 3 minus 1, right? So 1 is subtracted from the product. So you will get 20. Whereas third number 59 is obtained. When 20 is multiplied by 3, you will get 60 minus 1 gives 59. So in the same way, 59, third number into 3 gives 177 minus 1 gives 176, which is fourth number, right? Therefore, to get the fifth number, so 176 should be multiplied by 3. You will get 528, right? Minus 1 gives 527, right? Therefore, 527, option E is the right answer. To get the next number, previous number should be multiplied by 3, right? And 1 should be subtracted from the product. So, this gives next number. Therefore, option E is the right answer. Question 52. What should come in place of question mark in the following number series? Here first number is 9. So 9 can be written as 3 into 3. So that is square of 3. Whereas second number is 64. 64 can be written as 4 into 4 into 4. So that is cube of 4. Right? Whereas third number is 25. Can be written as 5 into 5. So which is square of 5. And the next number is 216 is cube of 6. 6 into 6 into 6. It is 6 cube. Here, the numbers in the given series are alternate squares and cubes of consecutive numbers. I'll repeat. Alternate squares and cubes of consecutive numbers, right? So starting from 3, right? So alternate cubes, squares and cubes of consecutive numbers. Therefore, to get the next number, fifth number, so the number should be square of the consecutive number to 6. That is 7. 7 square. So 7 into 7 is 49. Right? Therefore, option B is the fifth number. Option B, 49 is the fifth number. Question 53. What will come in place of the question mark in the following number series? Here, first number is 1, second is 0.5, third number is 0.5, fourth number is again 1, fifth number is 4. We have to find the next number. Here, to get the second number, first number is multiplied by 0.5. 1 into 0.5 gives second number, right? And 0.5 into 1 gives third number. Whereas 0.5 third number into 2. 0.5 into 2 gives 1. And 1 into 4 gives the next number, fifth number. Here look at the multipliers. 0.5, 1, 2, and 4. So each multiplier is twice its previous multiplier, right? Here, look at multiplier 1. It is twice 0.5, right? Whereas 2 is twice the number 1 and 4 is twice the number 2. Therefore, we can write it as 0.5 into 2 is 1 and 1 into 2 is 2 and 2 into 2 is 4, right? Therefore, each multiplier is twice its previous multiplier. Twice its previous multiplier. Therefore, to get the next number, here 4 should be multiplied by 8. Right? Because 8 is twice its previous multiplier, previous number. Right? Therefore, so 4 into 8 is 32. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 54. What will come in place of question mark in the following number series? Here, first number is 2, second is 5, third number is 11, 23, and next number is 44. So, next number is 77. So, we have to find the last number here. So, look at the difference between first and second number. So, we'll consider these as differences. Right? Otherwise, we have to add some number to the previous number to get the next number also. So, for your convenience, I am taking differences. So, difference between first and second number is 3. Right? Because 2 plus 3 gives 5. Whereas second and third number, difference between second and third number is 6. And third and fourth number is 12. And fourth and fifth number is 21. And fifth and sixth number difference is 33. So look at the differences 3, 6, 12, 21 and 33. We'll consider difference of these differences. Right? Difference of or difference between these differences. So difference between 3 and 6 is 3 again. And 6 and 12 difference is 6, right? And 12 and 21 difference is 9. And 21 and 33 difference is 12. So look at the differences of these differences. 3, 6, 9, 12. These are multiples of 3. Right? Multiples of 3. So 3 into 1, 3 into 2, 3 into 3, 3 into 4. So the next difference of differences should be 15. Right? So if difference of difference is 15, so the next difference should be 33 plus 15. Because in each case, these differences are increasing. Right? 33 plus 15. So 43 plus 5, 48 is the difference. between 77 and the next number. And the last number is greater than 77 because again in the given series, numbers are in the increasing order, right? Therefore, 77 plus 48 gives 125. Therefore, 125 is the last number. Option C is the right answer, right? So in this case, we are taking difference of differences. And these difference of differences are multiples of 3, right? Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 55. What should come in place of the question mark in the following number series? Here, first number is 5, right? And the second number is 18. So, 18 is obtained when 5 is, first number is multiplied by 3 and 3 more is added to the product. 5 into 3, 15. 15 plus 3, 18. So, in the same way, third number, 57. When 18, the second number is multiplied by 3. So, 18 into 3, 54, plus 3 gives third number, right? So, apply the same rule, 57 into 3. So, 57 into 3 gives 171, plus 3 gives 174, right? Which is fourth number. And the next number, 174 into 3 gives 522. Yes, 522 plus 3 gives 525. Therefore, the last number should be, apply the same rule, 525 into 3. So, 525 into 3 gives 1575. Right? 1575. So, plus 3 gives 1578. Therefore, the last number is 1578, option C. Question 56. In a town, two opposition leaders, Ram and Sham, are contesting in an election. 80% of the registered voters cast their votes in the election, and Ram wins the election by 600 votes. If Ram had received 12.5% less votes, Ram's votes would have been equal to Sham's votes. How many registered voters are there in the town? So let us assume Ram's votes be X and Sham's votes be Y, right? So here, let votes received by Ram is equal to X and votes received by Sham be Y. Here it is given that, so Ram wins the election by 600 votes. That means Ram received 600 more votes compared to Sham, right? Therefore, we can write by question. So, Ram's votes is equal to Sham's votes plus 600. Plus 600. Therefore, we can write X is equal to Y plus 600. Right? Consider this as equation 1. Ram received 600 more votes compared to Sham. Next part of the question. If Ram had received 12.5% less votes. So, let's write if Ram received 12.5% less votes, then Ram's votes would have been equal to Sham's votes. So, Ram's votes is equal to Sham's votes. Sham's votes. So, if Ram had received 12.5% less votes, then, so what will be the number of votes received by Ram? Here, 100 minus 12.5%. That means 12.5% less votes means 100 minus 12.5 out of 100. Therefore, for X, right? So, Ram's votes will be 100 minus 12.5% of X, right? So, is equal to Sham's votes. This 12.5% votes will go to Sham, right? Therefore, Sham's votes will be So Y, his original votes, plus 12.5% of X. That is 12.500 by 100 into X. Right? So this is actually Ram's votes. But in the second case, if Ram had received 12.5% less votes, so this less number of votes will go to Sham. Therefore, Y plus 12.5% of X. Simplify it. So you will get 87.5x by 100. So this 12.5x will go to LHS. 12.5x by 100 is equal to Y. Therefore, 75x by 100 is equal to Y. Therefore, Y is equal to 3 by 4x. 3 by 4x. Substitute the value of Y in equation 1. Therefore, equation 1 becomes, so x is equal to Y plus 600. So Y is 3 by 4x plus 600. Therefore, so x minus 3 by 4x, that is 1 by 4x is equal to 600. So x is 2400. So the x is nothing but votes received by Ram. Right? So what is the value of Y? Again by equation 1. So Y is x minus 600. Therefore, Y is x minus 600. So 2400 minus 600 gives 1800. So that is Sham's votes. Votes received by Sham. Right? Here the question is, so how many registered voters are there in the town? Let us assume there are Z number of registered voters in the town. Right? So let the number of registered voters be Z. Right? So out of Z number of registered voters, only 80% of the registered voters cast their votes. Right? Therefore, we can write, so number of votes casted. Right? Therefore, 80% of Z is equal to, so Ram's votes plus Sham's votes. Right? So only 80% of the registered votes are casted. So which is equal to these many numbers of votes are distributed among Ram and Sham. Right? Therefore, 80%, 80 by 100 into Z is equal to, so Ram received 2400 votes. Right? 2400 votes plus Sham received 1800 votes. So 80 by 100 into Z is equal to 4200. Right? Therefore, Z is equal to 4200 into 100 by 80. Therefore, it is 2 into 4, 2 into 2100. Therefore, it is 21,000 by 4, which is 4 into 5, 4 into 2, 4 into 5. So 5,250 registered voters are there in the town. Right? Therefore, 5250. So registered voters are 5250, option B. Question 57. The speed of a boat is 6 km per hour in still water and speed of the stream is 2 km per hour. If the boat takes 6 hours to go to a place and come back, then find the distance of the place. So let us consider two places, right? So here let us consider a stream. Here boat, so travels, the speed of the boat. So boat travels with the speed of 6 km per hour and speed of the stream is given 2 km per hour. Right? So boat takes totally 6 hours to go to a place and come back. Right? So total time taken by the boat to go to a place and to come back is 6 hours. Right? Here total time is given 6 hours. Then find the distance of the place. We'll consider A and B as two places. So let X be the distance between two places. Right? So in first case, boat is moving in the direction of the stream. Right? So whenever a body, or in this case particularly, a boat is moving in the same direction of the stream, so such type of motion is called downstream motion. Right? Here in first case, downstream motion, because of downstream motion, boat has got some speed which is called downstream speed. So downstream speed of the boat is equal to, so speed of the boat which is 6 km per hour plus speed of the stream, because boat is moving in the direction of the stream, right? So while coming back, so when boat reaches point B, it comes back, right? So while coming back, boat will be moving in the opposite direction of the stream, because stream always moves in this direction, right? So while coming back, boat moves in the opposite direction of the stream. Such type of motion is called upstream motion. Because of upstream motion, boat has got some speed which is called upstream speed. Since boat is moving in the opposite direction of the stream, upstream speed is speed of the boat minus speed of the stream. Minus speed of the stream. Right? Here, what is downstream speed in this case? So speed of the boat is 6 km per hour and speed of the stream is 2 km per hour. Therefore, 8 km per hour is downstream speed, whereas upstream speed is speed of the boat 6 minus speed of the stream. Therefore, 4 km per hour is upstream speed. Right? So when the boat is moving in the upstream motion or in the downstream motion, it takes some time to go to that place. Right? So let us take time taken by the boat in downstream motion. Right? So T1 be the time taken in downstream motion. And T2 be the time taken by the boat in the upstream motion. Right? What is T1 here? So time taken by the boat in the downstream motion in terms of speed and distance. So let us consider X as the distance. Right? So X is distance between two places. Right? So let us consider T1 in terms of speed and distance. Since speed is distance by time, therefore time is distance by speed. T1 is distance by speed is downstream speed here. Downstream speed, which is equal to distance between two places is X here according to our assumption. X by downstream speed is, yes, 8 km per hour. X by 8 is time taken by the boat to, that means time taken by the boat to travel from A to B in this case. Right? So, and T2, time taken by the same boat to come back from that place. So it is distance by upstream speed. Distance by upstream speed. So your distance is again same distance x divided by upstream speed is 4 km per hour. X by 4 is time taken by the boat while coming back, right? Therefore, total time taken by the boat is equal to, so it is given that 6 hours is the total time taken by the boat is equal to 6 hours. So total time is T1 plus T2, right, is equal to 6. Time taken by the boat to go to a place, and T2 is time taken by the same boat to come back, right? So T1 is x by 8. T2 is x by 4, right, is equal to 6. Therefore, so 8 is the LCM. So we'll take 3x as 8 into 6, right? X as 8 into 6 by 3. So 16. So what is 16 here? X is here, distance between two places. So here the question is, then find the distance of the place. Distance of the place is 16 kilometers, right? Here the length is in terms of kilometer. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Distance between place A and B is 16 kilometers. Question 58. A person sells 2 fans for 3,200 rupees. The cost price of the first fan is equal to the selling price of the second fan. If the first is sold at 40% loss and the second at 100% gain, what is total profit or loss? So let us consider 2 fans here, first fan and second fan. So cost price of first fan is equal to the selling price of the second fan. So let us assume cost price of the first fan is 100 rupees, right? So let cost price be 100 rupees. So is equal to the selling price of the second fan. Therefore, selling price of the second fan is also 100 rupees. Right? If the first fan is sold at 40% loss, here loss percentage of first fan is 40%, and second fan at 100% gain. There is a profit by selling the second fan. So profit percentage is 100%. Then what is total profit or loss? Here, so in first case, there is a loss of 40%. So whenever there is a cost price greater than selling price, there will be a loss. Therefore, loss percentage can be written as cost price minus selling price, difference in cost price and selling price over the cost price, right? Over the cost price into 100 gives loss percentage. Here loss percentage is 40, right? So what is cost price according to our assumption? 100 rupees is the cost price minus selling price. So first fan is sold at some price, so that there was a loss of 40%, right? So minus selling price divided by 100 into 100, right? Therefore, selling price of the first fan is 100 minus 40, which is 60 rupees. 60 rupees was the selling price of the first fan if the cost price was 100 rupees, right? Now let us consider the second fan. So there was a profit of 100% and the selling price was 100 rupees, right? So when there is a selling price greater than cost price, there will be a profit, right? So therefore, profit percentage can be written as selling price minus cost price. Here, it is not cost price minus selling price as in the previous case, as in the loss percentage. Here it is selling price minus cost price over the cost price into 100 gives profit percentage. Here profit percentage is 100 rupees. Therefore, selling price is 100 minus cost price over the cost price into 100, right? Therefore, so we can write cost 100 and 100 will get cancelled. Cost price is equal to 100 minus cost price. Therefore, 2 times cost price is 100. Therefore, cost price is 50 rupees, right? So, if the selling price is 100 rupees, cost price is 50 rupees. Therefore, there is a profit of 100%, right? Now, here the question is, what is the total profit or loss? So, for profit or loss, we should know the total cost price and total selling price, right? So, let us consider total cost price and total selling price. Total cost price is equal to, here cost price of first fan. So according to our assumption, it is 100 rupees and cost price of second fan is 50 rupees. Therefore, 50. Therefore, 150 rupees is the total cost price of 2 fans. And total selling price is, so here selling price of first fan is 60 rupees, second fan is 100 rupees, right? 60 plus 100, which is 160 rupees. Here selling price is greater than cost price. Therefore, there is a profit, right? Here, what we have to find here, total profit or loss, right? So therefore, profit is equal to here the selling price is greater than cost price. 160 is greater than 150. Therefore, so for 160 selling price, cost price is 150, right? Therefore, for here the total selling price is given as 3,200. Therefore, for total selling price, right? This gives not the profit, it gives total cost price, actual cost, total cost price of 2 fans, right? Therefore, it is, so 15 by 16 into 3,200. So it is 3,000 rupees. 3,000 rupees is the total cost price or total actual cost price. Whereas 3,200 is total actual selling price, right? Here 3,000 again, selling price is greater than cost price. There is a profit. Therefore, actual profit, total actual profit is so selling price minus cost price, which is 3,200 minus 3,000, which is 200 rupees. Therefore, total profit is 200 rupees, option B. Question 59. A invested X rupees and B invested X plus 900 rupees in a business for 12 months and 8 months respectively. If the total profit earned at the end of the year is 5,800 rupees and the profit share of B is 1,000 rupees more than profit share of A, then find the amount invested by B in the business. So let us consider A and B, their investment separately. Right? A invested, so investment of A is equal to X rupees, right? And investment of B is X plus 900 rupees, right? A invested X rupees for 12 months, right? Here time period is 12 months. And B invested X plus 900 rupees for 8 months, right? And it is given that total profit earned at the end of the year is 5,800. We'll consider this part later, total profit part. And profit share of B also we'll consider this as later, right? Here investment and time are given. Therefore, profit is equal to, profit of A is equal to, since profit is directly proportional to investment and time, therefore, profit is equal to 12 into X, 12X rupees, investment into time, right? So profit is investment into time. And profit of B. So again, investment into time, therefore it is X plus 900 into 8 months, it is 8X plus 7,200 is profit of B. Or you can consider it as profit share, right? Now we'll consider this as 1 and 2, these two relations. So profit of A as 12X and B as 8X plus 7,200. Here the total profit earned at the end of the year is 5,800. So we'll consider total profit now. Total profit is given 5,800, and here the profit share of B is 1,000 more than profit share of A, right? Therefore, here we can consider profit share of B or profit to be shared equally as 5,800 minus 1,000, right? So otherwise profit of B is 1,000 more than profit share of A, right? Therefore, 5,800 minus 1,000 rupees is distributed equally between A and B, right? Therefore, A's profit share is, so here 5,800 minus 1,000 divided by 2. 4,800 by 2, it is 2,400 rupees is A's profit share, and B's profit share is, so 1,000 more than A's share, that is 2,400 plus 1,000, which is 3,400 rupees. Therefore, totally 2,400 plus 3,400, 5,800 is the total profit, right? Now let us consider A's profit share and B's profit share ratio, right? By 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So A's profit by B's profit is equal to, A's profit is 2,400 by B's profit is 3,400. By 1 and 2, A's profit is 12x, B's profit is 8x plus 7,200. So 12x by 8x plus 7,200 is equal to 2,400 by 3,400 can be written as 24 by 34, right? Now simplify it. So 12x into 34 is equal to 24 into 8x plus 7,200. Or you can take 24 to the LHS part. So 12 by 24 in x into 34 is equal to 8x plus 7,200. Therefore, so 12 into 2, 2 into 17. So 17x minus 8x is equal to 7,200. So 9x is 7,200. Therefore, x is 800 rupees. Right? So what is asked here in the question? So find the amount invested by B in the business. Here B invested X plus 900 rupees. Here X is A's investment. A's investment. Therefore, B's investment. B's investment is X plus 900. That is 800 plus 900, 1700 rupees. B has invested 1700 rupees. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 60. Joy and Mary can do a piece of work in 13 and 39 days respectively. If they started working together alternatively, then in how many days work will complete if Joy started work first? So let us consider a piece of work to be done. Here, Joy does a piece of work, right? So this work has been done by Joy and the remaining work has been done by Mary, right? So let W be the total amount of work, right? Here, Joy does a piece of work in 13 days. So the first piece of work is done by Joy in 13 days, right? The remaining work has been done by Mary in 39 days. So let us find Joy's 1 day work, their 1 day work, and also Mary's 1 day work. Then here we are using trial and error method. So we'll go step by step here, then you will understand. So here let total work be W units. Total work be W units. Right. So here Joy does a piece of work in 13 days. Therefore, Joy's 1 day work. Joy's 1 day work. So it is total work by number of days. Use Joy's 1 day work or efficiency of Joy. Right? So by the formula, work is equal to efficiency into time. Therefore, efficiency is equal to work by time. Right? Therefore, Joy's efficiency or Joy's 1 day work is W by 13. Whereas Mary's 1 day work. Mary's 1 day work is W by 39. Again, work by time. Mary takes 39 days to complete the another piece of work, right? So W by 39 units. So here we are using trial and error method, and it is given that they started working together alternatively and Joy started work first. That is, on first day, Joy does the work, and on second day, Mary does the work, and third day again Joy, and fourth day Mary, fifth day Joy, sixth day Mary, like this. Seventh again Joy, eighth day Mary, and ninth day again Joy. Like that it continues, right? So how many days take? Totally how many days they take to complete the complete W units of work, right? So here let us consider, so there are 9 days of work, right? So alternatively 9 days. So Joy does on first day, next on third day, next on fifth day, on seventh day. So together, so Joy's 9 days of work. 9 days of work is equal to, so 1 day work is W by 13. 9 days of work is 9W by 13. Whereas Mary's 9 days work. 9 days work is, so 9W by 39. Right? So Joy works for 9 days and also Mary works for 9 days. Total time is 9 plus 9, 18 days. Right? Therefore, their 18 days work. Together they are taking 18 days. So 9W by 13 plus 9W by 39. Here LCM is 39. So 9 into 3, 27W plus 9W, which is 36W by 39. Why we have taken their 9 days work? So to get this
answer 36 by 39 such that here denominator is more than the numerator. Here 39 is constant, right? Because of the given, yeah, now 39 days, right? Here 39 should be greater than the numerator, or numerator should be slightly less than the denominator. Then only we can calculate the remaining work, right? So here total work is W units. What is the remaining work? Their 18 days work is 36 W by 39. Therefore, remaining work is equal to total work W minus 36 W by 39. Again, 39 is the LCM. So 39 W minus 36 W. So it is 3 W by 39, which is W by 13. Remaining work is W by 13. So which is on 19th day. Right? That is odd number day. So here, according to the given information, so on 1st, 3rd, 5th, and on all odd number days, Joy does the work. Right? Therefore, so for your better understanding, I'm writing here, Joy does the work on all odd number days. Odd number days. Right? Therefore, again on 19th day, so this work has been done by Joy. So because W by 13 is Joy's one day work, therefore remaining work is completely done by Joy. Right? Therefore, the total work has been completed. Therefore, totally they take 19 days to complete the work. Right? Therefore, here we are using trial and error method. You can take 2 days work, 3 days work, 4 days work, like that. So just keep that in your mind. Numerator should be less than the denominator, slightly less than the denominator. Then only we can calculate the remaining work. Right? So based on the remaining work, so Joy does the remaining work because it is on 19th day, odd number day. So complete work has been done by Joy. Therefore, they take together 19 days to complete the work, right? So here answer is E, option E, 19 days.
Question 61. In mixture A of 200 ml, there is 40% of milk and the rest is water. While in mixture B of 300 ml, the ratio of milk and water is 3:7. When both the mixture is poured into another vessel C, then find the ratio of milk and water in vessel C. So consider vessel A, B, and C. Right? This is vessel A and B. So mixture A of 200 ml, quantity of water and milk in mixture A is 200 ml. Here quantity of water and milk. So milk quantity is 40%, 40% of 200 ml, and the remaining quantity is water quantity. 60% is the remaining quantity. Whereas in vessel B of 300 ml, the ratio of milk and water so is 3:7. Milk and water ratio is 3:7. Right? When both the mixture is poured into another vessel C, when both the mixture A and B are poured into another vessel C, then find the ratio of milk and water in vessel C. Milk and water ratio we have to find. Here, in each vessel, A and B, we need to find quantity of milk and water. So, in vessel A, the percentage of milk and water is given, whereas in vessel B, ratio is given. Right? So, depending upon the percentage and ratio, we need to find quantity of milk and water in each vessel. Then add those quantity, you will get the final quantity of milk and water. Depending upon the quantity, we need to find the ratio of milk and water in vessel C. Right? Let us go step by step. In vessel A, quantity of milk is, so 40% of 200 ml, right? So 40 by 100 into 200, which is 80 ml. And quantity of water, so remaining 60% is quantity of water, or you can directly subtract 200 minus 80. So you will get 120 ml, right? So 120 ml, otherwise 60% of 200 ml, which is 60 by 100 into 200, which is 120 ml. And in vessel B, quantity of milk. Here the ratio is 3:7. So out of 10, 3 portion is, or 3 parts are of milk, right? So out of 7, 3 is quantity of milk. Therefore, out of total quantity, that is 300 ml. So 90 ml. Quantity of milk is 90 ml, and quantity of water, out of 10, 7 is the quantity of water. Therefore, out of 300, so it is 210 ml. Right? Here, when both the mixtures are poured into another vessel, you will get A plus B. Right? Therefore, total quantity of milk is in vessel A 80 ml, in vessel B 90 ml. Right? So 80 plus 90, 170 ml, and total quantity of water, is, so in vessel A 120 ml of water, 120 plus 210 in vessel B. So 120 plus 210, it is 330 ml. Therefore, the required ratio of milk to water, right? So find the ratio of milk and water in vessel C. Therefore, 170 is to 330, which is 17 is to 33, right? Therefore, the correct answer is option C. Questions from 62 to 65 are based on the below information. 3 games A, B, and C were organized in a school for the girls. The total number of girls in the school is 750, and the ratio of number of girls participating in event A, B, and C is 6 is to 10 is to 9 respectively. The total number of girls participating in all the 3 events is 80. The total number of girls only participating in B is 60. Total number of girls participating only in A is 30, more than total number of girls participating in C only. Number of girls participating in A plus C only is 15, and is 50 less than number of girls participating in A only. The difference between total number of girls participating in B plus C only and total girls participating in A plus C only is 125. Then the question is, total number of girls participating in all the 3 events is what percentage of total number of girls participating in only one event. So let us consider these information one by one. Here, total number of girls in the school is, so total girls are 750. In the school, there are 750 girls. In that, some girls participated in event A, some girls participated in B, and some participated in C. And their ratio is 6 is to 10 is to 9. So let us write girls participated in event A. Girls participated in A. So by the ratio, participated girls are 6:10:9 ratio. That is out of 25. So 6 plus 10 plus 9 is 25. Out of 25, 6 girls participated in event A. Therefore, out of 750. Right? So 25 into 30. So 180 girls participated in event A and girls participated in event B. Girls participated in B. So out of 25, so 10 girls. 10 girls participated in B, therefore 750. Therefore, 300 girls participated in event B and girls who participated in event C. So out of 10, from the ratio 9 girls participated in event C, therefore for 300, so 270 girls participated in event C. So let us consider event A, B and C and number of girls in Venn diagram, right? So I'll consider this set is set of event, so in which number of girls are totally 180 and set of girls participated in event B. So there are 300 girls and there is a set C. Event C set, total number of girls in event C are 270 girls, right? In this number, here it is given that, so 80 girls, the total number of girls participating in all the 3 events. So this portion, common portion, shaded portion represents 80 girls. That means, so totally 80 girls participated in all the 3 events, right? So intersection of all the 3 sets, A, B and C represents, so girls participated in all the 3 events, right? And the next one, the total number of girls only participating in B is 60. So 60 girls participated in only B, right? So not other than B. Here, the total number of girls participating only in A is 30 more than total number of girls participating in C only. So we'll write the numbers here. So only A, number of girls in only A is 30 more than total number of girls participating in only C. So 30 plus only C. Right? So for that we need only C. What number of girls participated in only C? So we'll consider this point later. Here, the total number of girls participating in A plus C only is 15. So A plus C means A intersection C. This A plus C only is 15, right? This portion. So A plus C only is 15. And the next point, and is 50 less than the number of girls participating in A only. So this 15 is 50 less than number of girls participating in A only. So only A, girls participating in only A is 50 more than number of girls participating in A plus C, which is 15, right? Therefore, only A girls are 65. That is 65 girls participated in only event A, right? So therefore, this relation becomes only A girls 30 plus only C. Therefore, girls participated in only C are girls participated in only A minus 30. Therefore, 65 minus 30, which is 35. Therefore, girls participated in only C are 35. Right? And the next part. Here, the difference between total number of girls participating in B plus C only and the total number of girls participating in A plus C only is 125. So B plus C only difference and A plus C only is 125. Right? So girls participating in B plus C only, that means this portion, and A plus C only, that is 15, is 125. Therefore, girls participating in B plus C only is 125 plus 15, which is 140. Therefore, 140 girls participated in both B and C events. Right? B plus C only means both B and C events. Right? So now which is the remaining portion? A plus B only. So there are totally 750 girls and you consider only set B or set A. So in set A there are totally 180 girls. So in which 65 girls participated in only A, 15 girls participated in both A and C, 80 girls participated in all the three events. That means they participated in event A also. Therefore, only A plus B only is equal to, there are 750 girls, total girls 750 minus, so consider only A set, 65 plus 15 plus 80. 65 plus 15 plus 80, which is 750 minus 65 plus 15, 80 plus 80, 750 minus 160. Am I right? 65, 15, 80 and the remaining portion, right? Now, so 750 minus 160, so which is 590. Is this 590? No, not 750. It is 180 girls participated in only A. 180 minus 160, sorry. 180 minus 160, which is 20. So 20 girls participated in both A and B. So we'll write the number 20 here. Right? Now the question is, total number of girls participating in all the three events is what percent of the total number of girls participating in only one event? So 80 girls participated in all the three events, which is what percent of total girls participating in only one event? So there are 65 plus 60 plus 35 girls participated in only one event. Therefore, so here we'll consider the actual answer for the question 62. So total girls participated in all the three events. All the three events. So is equal to 80. So 80 girls participated in all the three events. So, and girls participated in only one event. Girls participated in only one event is equal to, here look at the sets. So 65 plus 60 plus 35. So 65 girls participated in event A only, 60 girls participated in event B only, and the remaining is 35, right? 35 girls participated in event C only. So it is 160. Therefore, the number 80 is what percentage of number 160? Therefore, required percentage is, so number of girls participated in all the three events, 80 is what percentage of, that is into 100, what percentage of number of girls participated in only one event. Therefore, it is 50%, because 80 is half of 160. So 50% of 160. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Total number of girls participating in all the three events is 50% of the total number of girls participating in only one event. Option A. Question 63. Total number of girls participating only in C is how much percent less than the number of girls participating only in B? So girls participating only in C are 35 girls, is how much percent less than girls participating in only B. So how much percent less than number 60, right? Here only C girls. Girls participating in only C are 35 and only B girls are 60. Therefore, so participating girls, only C girls are, so 25 less in number. Less in number than only B. Therefore, so how much percent less than? Required percentage. Required percentage. So, for 60 number of girls only participated in B, so girls are 25 less in number in only C, right? Therefore, for 100. So, 20 into 3, 20 into 5. So, 125 by 3. Therefore, 41.66 percentage. Therefore, number of girls participated in only C are 41%, 41.66% less than girls participated only in B. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 64. How many girls were there who were participating in 2 events only? Here, so this intersection part, so 20, 15 and 140. Here 20 girls participated in both A and B, that is 2 events. So 15 girls participated in both A and C in 2 events, whereas 140 girls participated in 2 events, both B and C. Therefore, total number of girls who were participated in 2 events. So, total girls participated in 2 events is equal to, so 20 girls in both A and B plus 15 girls in both A and C plus 140 girls in both B and C. Therefore, it is 175. So, 175 girls participated in 2 events. Option A. Question 65. Find the ratio of the total number of girls participating in only A and the total number of girls participating in A plus B only. So, only A, girls are 65, right? And girls participated in both A and B are 20 girls, right? So, we need to find the ratio of 65 and 20, right? Therefore, girls participated in only event A, only A are 65 girls, and girls participated in only A plus B, right? In both the events are 20 girls. Therefore, required ratio is 65:20. So both the numbers are divisible by 5. So 5 into 13 is to 5 into 4. Right? 13:4 is the required ratio. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice such type of questions and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Questions from 66 to 68 are based on the below information. Here direction is, read the instructions carefully and answer the question below. 9 persons A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H and I are purchasing some items for different occasions but not necessarily in the same order. A purchases before E but after C. C is purchased immediately after B. C is the second person and I is the second last person. G purchases immediately before I and immediately after H. F purchases before H and the number of persons before E is 2 less than the number of persons purchasing items after E. E purchases before H but not immediately before H. Right? Then one person purchases between A and F. Then the question is, how many people purchase items between E and H? So let us consider these points one by one. Here there are 9 persons purchasing some items for 9 different occasions. So we'll consider different occasions. 9 different occasions as first, second, third occasion, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and 9 occasions. In which, so number of persons. Right? Here the first point is, we'll consider C is the second person. So we'll write C is the second person here. And I is the second last person. That means last but one person is I. Right? And the next point, G purchases immediately before I. So immediately before I, G purchases. Therefore, G is the 7th person and immediately after H. So immediately after H, G purchases. So H is the 6th person. Now the next point is F purchases before H. We'll take another point here. F purchases before H. That means position of F can be 3rd, 4th, 5th or even 1. So how to clarify this doubt? F purchases before H and here E purchases before H but not immediately before H. So E cannot purchase immediately before H. Therefore, so F purchases before H, the position of F should be either on the 4th position or 3rd position. Right? And here it is also given that one person purchases between A and F. Right? So between A and F, one person purchases. Therefore, position of A will be here in the 3rd position and position of F will be here, 5th position, and it is given that E purchases before H, not immediately. Therefore, position of E will be the 4th position. Right? And the next point is here. C is purchased immediately after B. Right? So C, the second person, purchased immediately after B. Therefore, B is the first person who purchased. And A purchases before E but after C. So before E, yes, this condition is also satisfied. Before E, A purchased. After C, A purchased. Right? And the next point is, the number of persons before E is 2 less than the number of persons purchasing items after E. So number of persons before E. So there are 3 persons before E, right? B, C and A. And number of persons after E are F, H, G, I and the 9th person. There are 5 persons after E. Right? Therefore, number of persons purchased items before E is 2 less than number of persons after E. Then who is the remaining person here? So out of 9 persons, so there are 8 persons here. So 9th person is D. D purchased at last. Here the question is, how many people purchase items between E and H? So between E, 4th person and 6th person, there is only one person. F, right? F is the only one person who purchases items between E and H. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 67. Who among the following purchases just after C? So just after C, A purchases the item. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 68. How many persons purchase after H? After H, 3 persons purchase. Right? So G, I and D are the 3 persons. Therefore, option C is the right answer. 3 persons purchase after H. Question 69. How many meaningful English words can be formed with the first, third, fifth, and the sixth letters of the word emulate, using each letter only once in each word? Here the given word is emulate. E-M-M-U-L-A-T-E. Emulate. Here the first letter is, so first letter is E. And third letter, so is M. And fifth and sixth letters are L and A. Right? So L is the fifth letter, A is the sixth letter. Using E, M, L, A without repeating the letters. So how many meaningful words can be formed? Right? So we can form M-A-L-E, male. Male is a meaningful word. And also we can form M-E-A-L, meal. Right? And L-A-M-E. Right? So no letter is repeated here in 3 words. Therefore, we can form 3 such words. Right? Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 70. How many such pairs of letters are there in the word practicing, each of which has as many letters between them in the word, both forward and backward direction, as they have between them in English alphabetical series? Here, the given word is practicing. P-R-A-C-T-I-S-I-N-G. S-I-N-G. So we have to find such pairs of letters. So in which number of letters between them in the given word is equal to number of letters between them in the original alphabetical series. For example, consider P and T. Right? Here pair is PT pair. Right? So number of letters between P and T. So number of letters in the given word. So practicing. So letters between P and T are R-A-C. So there are 3 letters, R, A, and C. Right? In the original alphabetical series. So in alphabetical series, number of letters between P and T. So P and T, after P, Q, R, and S. These are the 3 letters between P and T. Therefore, in the alphabetical series also, there are 3 letters between P and T. They are Q, R, and S. These are the 3 letters. Right? So the next pair is consider G and I. These 2. Right? G, I pair. We can consider both in the forward direction as well as in the backward direction. So G, I. So letters between G and I in the given word is only 1. So which is N. In the original alphabetical series, number of letters between G and I. So G, H, I. So H is the only 1 letter between G and I. Right? Therefore, these 2 numbers are equal. And the next pair is, so can we consider P and I? These 2. P and this I. Second I. Right? So letters between P and I. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 letters between P and I. P, I. There are 6 letters. They are R, A, C, T, and even I and S. These are the 6 letters between P and I. And in the original alphabetical series, so I comes first. I, after I, J, K, L, M, N, O. So those are the 6 letters. J, K, L, M, N, and O. These are the 6 letters between I and P, or P and I. And the next pair is, so let us consider P and G, first and the last letter, right? So PG pair, PG. So letters between P and G are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters, right? So 8 letters between P and G. Those are R, A, C, T, I, S, I, and N, right? So in the original alphabetical series, number of letters between G and P. So after G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, and O. These are the letters. So totally there are 8 letters between P and G, right? Therefore, there are 4 such pairs in the given word, such that number of letters between them in the given word is equal to number of letters between them in the original alphabetical series. Therefore, option A, 4 pairs, is the right answer. Questions from 71 to 75 are based on the below information. Here direction is study the following information carefully and answer the given questions. 8 persons A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H are sitting in a line and an equal number of people are facing north and south direction. Not more than 2 consecutive adjacent persons are facing in the same direction. D does not sit at the extreme end. H faces the north direction. A sits third to the right of D, who sits the immediate right of H. 2 persons are sitting between A and E. A sits second to the left of B and B sits an immediate right of C, and both are facing south direction. Not more than 2 consecutive adjacent persons are facing in the same direction. G doesn't sit adjacent to F and G does not face the south direction. F does not sit at the end of the row and faces the opposite direction of A. So consider these points one by one. Here it is given that 8 persons are sitting in a line and an equal number of people are facing north and south. That means 4 people are facing north, 4 people are facing south direction. We'll consider north and south direction here, right? North and south. Now, not more than 2 consecutive adjacent persons are facing in the same direction. That means if 2 persons are facing north direction and third person has to face the south direction, or if 2 persons are facing south direction and the third person has to face the north direction. That means not more than 2 consecutive adjacent persons are facing in the same direction. Here, those who are facing north direction, and there are 2 consecutive adjacent persons. So not more than 2 consecutive adjacent persons can face the same direction, right? So maximum 2 persons can face the same direction. Now the points are here. D does not sit at the extreme end. So we'll consider 8 persons sitting in a line, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 persons are sitting in a line. D does not sit at the extreme end. That means D is the second person from one of the ends here. That means we have 2 cases. In case 1, D is the second person from the left end. And in the second case, case 2, again we'll consider 8 persons. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 person. D is the second person from the right end. Right? Next point. H faces the north direction and A sits third to the right of D, who sits the immediate right of H. We'll consider these 2 points together. Here A sits third to the right of D. Consider case 1. To the right of D, A is sitting third to the right of D. Therefore, D has to face the north direction, so that A is the third person to the right of D. Right? If D is facing south direction, A cannot sit third to the right of D because there is only one person to the right of D if D faces south direction. Right? Consider the second case. So here it is given that H faces the north direction and A sits third to the right of D. So to the right of D, third person is A, therefore A is sitting here. in case 2, right? And where exactly H sitting? So D who sits the immediate right of H. So D is sitting to the immediate right of H and H is facing north direction. Therefore, in case 1, H is the first person to the immediate right of H, D is sitting. Consider case 2. Since H is facing north direction, so to the immediate right of H, D is sitting. Right? These two conditions got satisfied. And next point, two persons are sitting between A and E. So A is here. So two persons are sitting between A and E. So in case 1, E is sitting at the extreme right end. Right? And in case 2, E is sitting at the extreme left end. So that two persons can accommodate between A and E. Now consider the next point. Now, A sits second to the left of B and B sits an immediate right of C and both are facing south direction. That means B and C both are facing south direction. Right? And B sits an immediate right of C. So if C is facing like this, to the immediate right of C, B is sitting. And A sits second to the left of B. So second to the left of B, A is seated. To the left of B means this direction. So after C, A is sitting like this. And what about the direction of A? To the north direction, right? Therefore, so in case 1, so B and C are facing south direction, right? B sits an immediate right of C and A is sitting second to the left of B, right? And come to the case 2. Case 2, so B and C both are facing south direction, B, C and A. And what about the direction of A? North direction. A is facing north direction, right? And the next point, not more than two consecutive adjacent persons are facing in the same direction. So this condition is satisfied here in each case. G does not sit adjacent to F. This is important point. G doesn't sit adjacent to F. In case 1, there are only 2 places left, right? So one of the places is G and another place is of F, right? Therefore, here G and F, they are not adjacent to each other. Therefore, case 1 is cancelled. Because of this point, G and F cannot sit together, right? Therefore, case 1 is cancelled. Consider case 2. G doesn't sit adjacent to F. Where exactly G sitting here in case 2? So consider the next point. G does not face the south direction. That means G is facing north direction. And F does not sit at the end of the row. So in case 2, F cannot sit at the end of the row. Therefore, F has to sit adjacent to A and H. And G is sitting at the end of the line. Right? And what about their directions? Here, G is facing north. Right? G does not face the south direction and G doesn't sit adjacent to F and F does not sit at the end of the row and faces the opposite direction of A. So A is facing north, so F is facing south. Right? And according to the rule, 4 persons are facing north direction. So here 1, 2, 3 persons are facing north direction. Therefore, person E faces north direction and remaining persons are facing south direction, right? Now the question is, who sits second to the right of D? To the right of D. That means since D is facing south direction, second to the right of D is F. Right? Therefore, F sits a second to the right of D. Right? Option D is the right answer. Question 72. Who sits third to the left of A? Since A is facing north direction, to the left of A, third person is E. E sits third to the left of A. Therefore, option A is the right answer. Question 73. How many persons are sitting between B and D? Between B and D, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 persons, right? Therefore, 4 persons are sitting between B and D. Hence, option D is the right answer. Question 74. 4 of the following 5 are alike in a certain way and hence they form a group. Which one of the following does not belong to that group? Here the first one, E. Person E is facing north. Person A is also facing north. Person H is also facing north direction. Whereas person G also facing north direction. And D, person D is facing south direction. Except D, all are facing north direction. Therefore, D, person D does not belong to that group, right? Therefore, option E is the answer. Question 75. What is the position of C with respect to G? Position of C with respect to G is, C is to the left of G. So the position is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, right? Fifth to the left of G. So C is fifth to the left of G, right? Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 76. 4 of the following 4-letter clusters are alike in a certain way and one is different. Pick the odd one out. Here the first one, first letter cluster is, so C, D, F, I. C, D, F, I. Here first and the second letters are consecutive letters, right? So C is the first letter plus 1. C plus 1 is equal to second letter, D. Whereas second letter D plus 2. So D, E, F. Therefore, D plus 2 is F. Right? So F plus 3 gives F, G, H, I. Therefore, F plus 3 gives I. Right? And consider the second letter, second cluster, P, Q, S, V. P, Q, S, V. Here first letter is P plus 1 gives Q. That means consecutive letters. If 1 is added to P, so its consecutive letter is obtained, right? If Q plus 2, 2 is added to Q, you will get S. And S plus 3 is equal to S. After that, T, U and V. So S plus 3 is V. Right? Therefore, second letter cluster, 4-letter clusters also follows the same rule, right? And the third one, FGIL. FGIL. Here, F and G are consecutive letters. So, F plus 1 gives G. And G plus 2, GHI, right? So, G plus 2 gives I. And I plus 3 gives I. After that, J, K, L. Therefore, 3 letters. I plus 3 gives L. Right? Therefore, third letter cluster follows the same rule. And the fourth one, M and PS. M, N, P and S. Right? M and N are consecutive letters. So, M plus 1 is N. And N plus 2, N, O, P. Right? Therefore, N plus 2 is P. So, after P, so 3 is added to P, you will get S. Q, R and S. Right? Therefore, fourth letter cluster also follows the same rule. That means consecutive numbers should be added to each letter, right? To get the next letter. So for the first letter, 1 should be added to get the next letter. So for the second letter, 2 should be added. And for the third letter, 3 should be added to get the next letter. So consider the last letter cluster, E, F, G, H. E, F, G and H. Here, all the letters are consecutive letters, E, F, G, H, continuous letters. Therefore, though E and F follow the rule E plus 1 gives F, but F plus 2 is not equal to G, right? So F plus 2 is H, right? Therefore, the last letter cluster doesn't follow the rule. Therefore, E, F, G, H is the odd one out. Option E is the answer. Question 77. Here direction is, in each of the following questions, assuming the given statements to be true, find which of the conclusions among the given conclusions is or are definitely true and then give your answers accordingly. Here the given statement is, so A less than M. So consider the letters one by one. A less than M. So let us consider A as a line here, right? So consider line A, which is less than M. Therefore, M is greater than A, right? Next, M less than X. M less than X. So, X is greater than M. Next part, X is equal to T. So, X and T are equal. And T greater than V. T greater than V. So, V is a smaller line. And V is less than or equal to S. So V is less than S. Therefore, again, S is a greater line. V is less than S or equal to S. Therefore, we have another case where V is equal to S. V is equal to S and the remaining things are same, right? T greater than V. T is a greater line. And X is equal to T. Then M less than X. M is a smaller line. And A less than M. Right? The next part. S less than or equal to H. So S is less than H in first case or equal to H. Right? Next part. Yes. Then H is equal to G. In both the cases, H is equal to G. So align G in both the cases. H is equal to G. Next, G less than O. So G is less than O. Therefore, O is a greater line. And here, G is strictly less than O. Right? Now, the conclusions are, T is strictly greater than A. So look at the line T and A. In first case, T is strictly greater than A. So which is a true conclusion because T is equal to X. X is greater than A. So because of this relation, X is greater than A, but X is equal to T. Therefore, T is greater than A because X equal to T. Right? In case 2, so again by the same relation, since X is equal to T, so X is greater than A and X is equal to T, therefore T is greater than A, which is a true conclusion, right? And the next one, S is strictly less than O. So look at the line S and O here, right? S is strictly less than O, which is a true conclusion because of the relation G less than O. So in both the cases, so here S less than H. Instead of H, I'll write G, G less than O. Therefore, we can conclude S less than O. Right? And in case 2, S, H and G are equal. So G less than O in case 2, in place of G, so here G less than O, in place of G, can I write S? S less than O because G is equal to S. Therefore, by taking both the cases, we can conclude S is strictly less than O. Therefore, both the conclusions are true. Right? Therefore, both 1 and 2 follows. Option E is the right answer. Question 78. Here direction is, in the following question, assuming the given statements to be true, find which of the conclusion among the given conclusions is or are definitely true and then give your answers accordingly. Here the given statement has 4 different parts. Right? So we'll consider one by one. Before that, look at the conclusions. Here t is equal to y or y is equal to t and y is greater than t. These two are complementary conclusions. That means both the conclusions cannot be true at a time. That means either y is equal to t or greater than t. Y is greater than or equal to t. Therefore, both the conclusions cannot be possible, cannot be true at the same time, right? Therefore, either one or two is true will be the answer. I'll repeat once again. Whenever there are complementary conclusions, the answer will always be either one or two is true, right? So, look at the statements one by one. For your better understanding, I'm going in detail. So here, yes is strictly less than t, t is equal to u. Right? Consider yes as a line which is less than t. And t is equal to u. Right? And the next part, q less than or equal to r less than yes. So consider yes and r relation. R is less than yes. We'll consider a small line r which is less than yes and q less than or equal to r. Therefore, we have two cases here. Q less than r or equal to r. So in the second case, q is equal to r. Q is equal to r. Right? And the remaining things will be same. R less than yes and S less than T. T and U are equal to each other. Right? And the next part here, V less than T, V less than T, T less than or equal to W. So here relation between V and T. V is a line which is less than T. So consider a small line V here less than T. And in the second case, V less than T. Right? And T less than or equal to W. So T is less than W. We'll consider a greater line W here. T less than W or equal to W. In case 2, we'll consider a line W which is equal to T. And the last part of the statement, X greater than W, W less than or equal to Y. So the relation between W and X and Y. So here X is a line greater than W. I'll draw the line X here. So X greater than W. In the second case, X is a line greater than W. Right? And W less than or equal to Y. So that means I just insert a line Y here. W less than Y or equal to Y. So there is a line Y equal to, yes, Y is equal to W. Here, Y, W, T are equal, right? In the second case, so in the first case, so strictly equal, T and U are equal to each other. Only T and U, right? Here the conclusions are, so Y is equal to T. Can we conclude Y is equal to T here? So Y is here, T is here. So Y is greater than T here, right? Because of the relation between W and T. Here it is given that W is greater than T in first case. In second case, W is equal to T. Right, consider only first case. W is greater than T and Y is greater than W or W is less than Y in the last part of the statement. So Y is greater than T in the first case. Right. And in the second case, here Y is not equal to T. Here in the second case, So look at y and t. So in the second case, y is equal to t. Therefore, y is greater than t, y is equal to t. So both cannot be possible at a time, right? Therefore, y is greater than or equal to t. Therefore, either one or two follows, right? Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 79. Here direction is, in the following questions, assuming the given statements to be true, find which of the conclusions among the given conclusion is or are definitely true and then give your answers accordingly. Here the given statement has three parts, right? Look at the statement. Here k is equal to I. K is equal to I. So consider a line k is equal to I. And I is greater than A. So I is greater than A, right? And A is greater than C. A is greater than C. And C greater than or equal to E. So C is greater than E or equal to E. So we have another case where C and E are equal, right? And the remaining things will be same. A greater than C and I greater than A and K is equal to I, right? And the next part. So E is strictly less than U. So U is a line which is greater than E and E is strictly less than U in both the cases. So consider the next part. So L less than or equal to K. So consider line K. So L is a line which is less than K. So consider a smaller line L or equal to K. In second case, L is equal to K. And the next part is E less than or equal to H. So E, consider line E here, less than H or equal to H. So we have to consider one more line H, E less than H or equal to H. Now look at the conclusion part. K strictly less than U. So look at line K and U. K strictly less than U. Can we conclude? Here the relation between K and U is not given directly. Here only relation of U is with E. E less than U. That means you can extend the line U how much ever you want. In both the cases, you can extend the line U. Only thing is E should be less than U, right? Therefore, there is no relation between K and U. So first conclusion is not true, a false conclusion, because no relation between K and U, right? And the next one, K strictly greater than C. So look at line K and line C. Yes, K is strictly greater than C because of this relation. I greater than A greater than C, but I is equal to K. Therefore, we can conclude I is equal to K. So, K is greater than C, right? A true conclusion. Whereas in case 2, look at lines K and C. Here, I is equal to K and I greater than A greater than C. Therefore, K greater than C. Therefore, by considering both the cases, we can conclude K greater than C. Therefore, a true conclusion. Therefore, only conclusion 2 follows. So, only conclusion 2 is true. Option D is the right answer. Question 80. Here the direction is, in the following question, assuming the given statements to be true, find which of the conclusion among the given conclusions is or are definitely true and then give your answers accordingly. Here the given statement has 4 parts. Consider the first one. O is equal to Q, Q is strictly less than L. Consider lines O and Q. O and Q. O is equal to Q and Q is strictly less than L. That means consider a greater line L. Right? Here I'll consider Q is strictly less than L. And the next part, Q greater than or equal to K, K greater than J. So Q greater than K or equal to K. Therefore, we have two cases here. Q is equal to K in the second case and O is equal to Q. Right? And there is a line L. So Q less than L. So consider line L also. Yes. And K is strictly greater than J. Therefore, consider a smaller line J. So in both the cases, K is strictly greater than J. Third part of the statement. C is equal to V, V greater than or equal to J. So consider V and J relationship. V greater than J. So in first case, V is greater than J. In the second case, V is equal to J. And C is equal to V. So there is a line C is equal to V, and in the second case, C is equal to V. So in the second case, J, V and C are equal, right? In the first case, V and C are equal. And the last part of the statement, M less than or equal to R, R less than J. So here, R and J, R is strictly less than J. So there is a small line R here. In both the cases, small line R. And M less than or equal to R. So consider a line M. So I just insert here M less than R, right? Therefore, here M is the smallest line. So consider somewhere here less than R or equal to R. So or equal to R. M and R are equal, right? Less than R equal to R. Now look at the conclusion. M is strictly less than C. So look at line M and C. C is here. So M is the smallest line among all. Therefore, M is strictly less than C, a true conclusion. Right? And the second one, O greater than M. So look at line O and M. Again, M is the smallest line. Therefore, O greater than M, a true conclusion. Therefore, both the conclusions are true. Right? Both conclusion 1 and 2 follows. So look at second case also. Right? So M less than C. So line M and C. So less than C. Because R is less than. Because of R less than J. Though J, V and C are equal, J is equal to V is equal to C, but R is less than J. Therefore, R is less than the remaining lines V and C also, and M less than C. So M is less than R. In this case, second case, M is equal to R. Therefore, we can write M in place of R. So M less than C, a true conclusion. Right? Whereas second conclusion in case 2, O greater than M. O line O and M. Yes, O is greater than M. Therefore, both the conclusions are true. Hence, option D is the right answer. Questions from 81 to 85 are based on the below information. Here direction is study the following information and answer the given questions. 6 persons A, B, C, D, E and F are living in a building of 6 floors. Each of these persons likes different items like silk, wool, button, cotton, linen and satin, but not necessarily in the same order. The bottom floor of the building is numbered as 1 and the floor above it was numbered as 2 and so on. There are 2 floors between the one who likes silk and the one who likes satin. There were 3 floors between A and the one who likes linen, and A lives above the one who likes linen. D is just below the one who likes satin, and C lives just above one who likes linen, and F likes wool, and there were 3 floors between F and B. There were 2 floors between E and the one who likes button, and the one who likes button lives on first floor. Then the question is, who likes linen? Consider these points one by one. It is given that there are 6 floors. So, number of floors are 6, and topmost floor is 6th floor. So below that 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd and 1st floor. And 6 persons are living in different floors here. And each person likes different items like silk, wool, button, cotton, linen and satin. Right? So we'll consider persons and their likes. Right? So the first point is the one who likes button lives on floor number 1. That means the one who likes button lives on first floor here. Right? Next point. There were 2 floors between E and the one who likes button. So E lives on 4th floor, so that 2 floors between E and the one who likes button. Right? And the next point is there were 3 floors between A and the one who likes linen, and A lives above the one who likes linen. So A lives above the one who likes linen, and 3 floors between A and one who likes linen. Right? There are 3 floors between A and the one who likes linen. Therefore, A lives on 6th floor, and 3 floors between A and one who likes linen. Therefore, one who likes linen lives on 2nd floor. Understood? Next point. D is just below the one who likes the satin. So here we have 2 cases. The one who likes satin. So D is just below the one who likes satin. So let us consider A likes satin. So D is just below the one who likes satin. Got it? And in the second case, so again we have to consider persons and their likes. Persons and their likes. Here topmost floor. So A is living on the topmost floor. So E is living on the 4th floor, and one who likes linen on the 2nd floor, and one who likes button on the 1st floor. And the point is D is just below the one who likes satin. That means if you consider the one who likes satin on the 3rd floor, so just below that D lives. D lives on the 2nd floor. And also it is given that, so there are 2 floors between the one who likes silk and the one who likes satin. So consider first case, one who likes satin is A. There are 2 floors between one who likes satin and one who likes silk. Therefore, who likes silk lives on 3rd floor in case 1. Whereas in case 2, consider case 2. So A likes silk, so that 2 floors between silk and satin. Right? So 2 floors between silk and satin. Right? And the next point is, right, C lives just above the one who likes linen. So here in first case, C lives on 3rd floor, just above the one who likes linen. In the second case, so C lives again on the 3rd floor, just above the one who likes linen. Right? And the next point, F likes wool, and there were 3 floors between F and B. Consider case 1. So there are only 2 floors, first and second floors remaining. So we cannot consider floor of F and B here, because so there should be 3 floors in between F and B. So F and B in between there are 3 floors. Right? Therefore, case 1 is cancelled. Case 1 is cancelled because of this point. Consider case 2. How many floors? 3 floors between F and B, and it is given that F likes wool here. So here we cannot consider position of F here. That means on the first floor, because F likes wool. The first floor person likes button. Therefore, we have to consider the floor of F as fifth floor. F likes wool, and 3 floors between F and B. Therefore, B likes button, lives on first floor. Right? So here person E likes. So which is the remaining item here? Cotton. Right? Therefore, E likes cotton. Right? Consider only case 2, this part. Right? Now the question is, who likes linen? Here, D likes linen. Person D likes linen. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 82. Who among the following likes cotton? Here, person E likes cotton. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 83. How many persons live below the one who likes wool? So, the one who likes wool is F. Below F, there are 4 persons live, right? E, C, D, and B. Therefore, 4 persons live below the one who likes wool. Therefore, option D is the right answer. Question 84. Which of the following combinations is true? Here the first one, C satin. That means C likes satin, which is true. Right? Whereas the remaining options are E wool. So E doesn't like wool. E likes cotton. So which is not true. A cotton is also not true. B linen. So B linen. B likes button. Therefore, which is not true. And D satin is also not true. Therefore, option A is the right answer. C likes satin. Question 85. Who lives on the topmost floor? So on the topmost floor, that means on 6th floor, A lives. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Students, if you want to practice all the questions from this paper and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. Questions from 86 to 88 are based on the below information. Here direction is answer the following questions based on the given statements. A person walks in the east direction from point B. After walking for 4 km in the same direction, he took a right turn and walks 3 km to reach point C. From there, he took a left turn of 4 km, then a right turn of 4 km and reaches point D. Then he turns left and walks for 4 km to reach point E. At last, he walks in the north direction and reaches point P after walking 7 km. So let us consider the first part of the given question. Right. Here it is given that a person walks in the east direction from point B. So let us write the directions: north, east, east, south, and west. So south and west. Right. Here, a person walks in the east direction from point B. So let us consider point B somewhere here. So person walks in the east direction, in this direction from point B after walking for 4 km. So he walks for 4 km in the same direction. He took a right turn. So right turn of the person is downwards and walks 3 km to reach point C. He reaches point C. From there, he took a left turn. So again, he walks in the east direction, left turn, right? And walks for 4 km. And then a right turn, again downwards of 4 km and reaches point D. Point D is here. Then he turns left and walks for 4 km. Again, he turns left and walks for 4 km to reach point E. This is point E. Then at last he walks in the north direction and reaches point P after walking 7 kilometers. So then he walks in the north direction and reaches point P after walking 7 kilometers. So up to here it is 4 kilometers. So above that 3 kilometers. Totally it is 7 kilometers and he reaches point P. Now in the second part, so this part, another person walks in the west direction from point A for 5 kilometers. So we'll consider another person, right? So walks in the west direction, somewhere here, he's somewhere here, and he walks for 5 kilometers in the west direction, right? From point A. So he starts from point A. Then she turns right. So turns right and walks for 4 kilometers. Therefore, here walks for 4 kilometers. Then she turns right again. Again, she turns right and walks for 5 kilometers. Up to here, she walks. Took left turn, that is to the north direction. After walking for 3 kilometers, she walks for 3 kilometers in the same direction. She took a left turn. So again, she took a left turn and walked for 5 kilometers. 5 kilometers to reach point Q. From there, she walks 7 kilometers in the west direction. From point Q, again she walks for 7 kilometers to reach point P. Right? So distance between P and Q is 7 kilometers. Right? Now the question is, what is the position of point B with respect to point A? So point B is here, point A is here. Position of point B with respect to point A is northwest direction. So point B is in northwest direction to point A. Therefore, option C is the right answer, northwest. Question 87. How far and in which direction point Q with respect to point B? So point Q is here with respect to point B. So how far is point Q? So here, so distance from B is 4 kilometer plus 4 kilometer up to here, and from this point to P is again 4 kilometer plus 7 kilometer to reach point Q, right? So the distance between B and Q is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 7. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 7 is 19 kilometers, right? So point Q is 19 kilometers from point B. In which direction? In east direction, right? Therefore, 19 kilometer east, option C is the right answer. Question 88. What is the direction of point E with respect to point Q? So, direction of point E with respect to Q is. So, E is in southwest direction. So, this is south, this is west direction, and E is in the southwest direction from point Q, right? Therefore, southwest, option C, right? C is the right answer. Questions from 89 to 93 are based on the below information. Direction is, read the following questions carefully and answer the questions that follow. There are 6 persons, namely P, Q, R, S, T, and U. They all are sitting around a circular table facing the center. They all have different ages. Here Q is second to the right of U. R sits opposite to Q and is of 20 years of age. T is 56 years old and sits second to the left of R. And the age of P is half the age of S, and S does not sit near to T. The age of U is twice the age of R. The age of S is 28 years and the sum of ages of P and Q is 32. Here the question is, what is the age of Q? So consider these points one by one. So 6 persons are sitting around a circular table facing the center. So consider a circular table where 6 persons are facing the center. 3, 4, 5 and 6 persons are sitting, right? Then here for first point is Q is second to the right of U. To the right of U, second person is U. So all are facing center. If you consider U here, position of U here, Q is second to the right of U. To the right means in anti-clockwise direction. Since all are facing center, their right means in the anti-clockwise direction. Their left means in the clockwise direction. Right? This is the right, this is left. So Q is sitting second to the right of U. Next part. R sits opposite to Q. So R sits opposite to Q and is of 20 years of age. Age of R is 20 years. And next, T is 56 years old and sits second to the left of R. To the left of R means in the clockwise direction. Second to the left of R, T is sitting and T's age is 56 years. And the next one, the age of P is half of the age of S. So P is equal to half the age of S. The next one, S does not sit near T. So near T, S does not sit. Therefore, S is sitting here near U and Q. And age of U is twice the age of R. So U is equal to twice the age of R, 2 times R. And the age of S is 28 years. Here 28 years. Therefore, age of P is, so half of S, half of 28, which is 14 years. Where is P sitting here? So P is sitting opposite to S. So remaining position is here, opposite to S. So P is 14 years old, right? And S is 2 times R, 2 into 20. U is 2 times R, so 40 years old. U is 40 years old. And the remaining person is Q. So sum of ages of P and Q is 32. So P plus Q is 32. Therefore, Q is 32 minus P's age is 14 years. So is equal to 18 years old, right? Therefore, age of Q is 18 years. Now the question is, what is the age of Q? 18 years. Option C is the right answer. Question 90. Who is sitting immediate to the left of Q? To the left of Q means in clockwise direction. So S is sitting immediate to the left of Q. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 91. How many persons are sitting between P and T when counted from the left of T? So when counted from the left of T, that means when counted in clockwise direction. So how many persons are sitting between P and T? So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 persons sitting between P and T when counted from the left of T. Therefore, 4. Option D is the right answer. Question 92. What is the sum of ages of P and S? So P plus S is, P is 14 years old and S is 28 years old, right? So is equal to 42 years. Therefore, option B is the right answer. Question 93. Which pair of name age is correct? Here the first one, S 54. So that means S is 54 years old. Here S is 28 years old. So the first one is not correct. The second one, P 18. So P is 14 years old. Therefore, second one is also not correct. Third one, U 40. Yes, person U is 40 years old. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Whereas fourth one, T 20. So T is not 20 years old. T is 56 years old. Therefore, option D is not correct. And option E is also not correct. Therefore, option C is the right answer. Question 94. Here direction is, in the question below are given 3 statements followed by 2 conclusions numbered 1 and 2. You have to take the given statements to be true even if they seem to be at variance with commonly known facts. Read all the conclusions and then decide which of the given conclusions logically follows from the given statements disregarding commonly known facts. Here are 3 statements. So let us represent these statements in Venn diagram. Here the first one, only a few tea is coffee. So that means there is a set of tea and only a few tea is coffee. There is a set of coffee. So this portion, only a few tea is coffee. Only this portion is coffee. And the next one, all tea are juice. That means the set of tea is completely included in set of juice. Right? Therefore, all tea are juice. And the third one, some juice are milk. Set of milk. And portion common to both juice and milk. So this portion represents, so some juice are milk. Now look at the conclusions. Here, first one, some milk being coffee is a possibility. So that means some milk being coffee is a possibility. Yes, it is true. Because if the set of milk is here, so that some juice are milk, right? So portion of juice can be anywhere in the set, right? Therefore, some juice are milk. So according to the statement, so some milk being coffee, so this portion is a possibility. Therefore, it is a true conclusion. So whenever there is a word possibility, so this possibility can always be true, right? Therefore, some milk being coffee is a possibility, a true conclusion. And the second one, all juice being coffee is a possibility. All juice being coffee. So it is not true because of the statement, only a few tea is coffee. Since portion of tea is also portion of juice because all tea are juice. So because of the first statement, only a few tea is coffee, that means only portion of juice is coffee. Only portion of juice is coffee. That means remaining portion of juice are not coffee. Right? Only this portion, strictly a portion of juice is coffee. Therefore, second conclusion is not true. All juice being coffee is a possibility. It is not true. Therefore, only conclusion 1 follows is the right answer. Option A. Question 95. Here direction is, in the question below are given 3 statements followed by 2 conclusions 1 and 2. You have to take the given statements to be true even if they seem to be at variance from commonly known facts. Read all the conclusions and then decide which of the given conclusions logically follows from the given statements disregarding commonly known facts. So here are 3 statements. Let us represent these statements in the form of Venn diagram. Right? So few signs are symbols. So that means we have to consider set of signs. In that few signs are symbols. Symbols. Right? So this shaded portion represents first statement. And the second one, only boards are signals. Only boards are signals. That means set of signals is completely included in the set of boards. Where exactly set of signals here? So for that, let us consider the third one. Some boards are signs. That means we have to consider set of boards in which some portion of set of boards. So we'll consider this right? Shaded portion represents some boards are signs. This is set of boards, right? And the second statement is only boards are signals. That means set of signals is completely included in set of boards, signals, right? Therefore, only boards are signals, right? Here are two conclusions. One, and all signals are signs is a possibility. All signals are signs is a possibility. So, which is not true? Which is not true, because here only boards are signals and all signals. So every signal is a board. Only boards are signals means every portion of signals, every portion of signals is a board. That means other than board. So every portion of signal cannot be other than board, right? Therefore all signals are signs is a possibility. It is not true. And the second one, some boards are not signs. So here set of boards and signs. So some boards are, only boards are signals, some boards are signs. Here the third statement, therefore some boards are not signs, a true conclusion. Because of third statement, some boards are signs and the remaining boards are not signs. Therefore, second conclusion is true. Therefore, only 2 follows. Question 96. Here direction is, in the question below are given 3 statements followed by 2 conclusions, 1 and 2. You have to take the given statements to be true even if they seem to be at variance from commonly known facts. Read all the conclusions and then decide which of the given conclusions logically follows from the given statements, disregarding commonly known facts. So let us represent the given statements in the form of Venn diagram. Here the first one, only a few rat is mice. So that means set of rat. So in that only a few portion of rat is mice. So this shaded portion, right? And the second one, all mice is mouse. That means the set of mice is completely included in the set of mouse. And the third one, no mouse is cat. That means set of cat. So which is excluded from the set of mouse, right? So look at the conclusions. All mouse is rat and some mouse is not rat. Here conclusion 1 is contradictory to conclusion 2. That means these two are complementary pair of conclusions, right? These two are complementary pairs. That means, so both the conclusions cannot be true at a time. If one is true, another cannot be considered. If another is true, second one is true, the first one cannot be considered, right? So both the conclusions cannot be true at a time. At a time. That means either one or two is true, right? Therefore, whenever there is a complementary pair of conclusions, always the answer will be either one or two follows. Option A. For your better understanding, I am considering so each conclusion separately. All mouse is a rat. So all mouse is a rat. It's a false conclusion. The first conclusion is a false conclusion because only few rat is mice. That means only few rat is mouse also, because mice is completely included in the set of mouse, right? Only a portion of rat is mouse, not all. Therefore, all mouse is rat, a false conclusion. Whereas second one, some mouse is not rat. So some mouse is not rat. That means these two are contradictory, right? If one is false, another will be true. If another is false, one will be true, right? These two are complementary. right? If 2 is false, if you consider 2 is false, the first one will be true, right? Therefore, either 1 or 2 follows, hence option A is the right answer. Question 98. Again, as in the previous questions, here also there are 3 statements given. So based on the statements, we have to decide which of the given conclusions logically follows from the given statements, right? Here the first statement is only X is Z. So that means there is a set of Z which is completely included in set of X. So that means every portion of Z is only X, right? So the second one, only a few X is Y. So only a portion of X is Y, this portion. And the next one, some Y is A. Some Y is A. So this some portion can be anywhere in the set of Y, right? Some Y is A. And the conclusions are all A is X and some A is not X. Again, complementary pair of conclusions. These two are complementary pairs. Therefore, the answer is yes, either 1 or 2 follows. That means all A is X. If all A is X is true, so some A is not X, so will be false. Right? If some A is not X is true, all A is X will be false. Right? Therefore, again, complementary pair of conclusions. Hence, option C is the right answer. Questions from 98 to 100 are based on the below information. Here direction is study the following information carefully and answer the questions. There are 8 members in the family, namely L, M, J, P, G, K, Q and R of the 3 generation, and each generation has 1 married couple. G is the son-in-law of M. L is father of 2 children and both children are not same gender. P is wife of G. L married to M. R is sister of Q who is married to K. Then Q is maternal granddaughter of L. Here the question is how J related to Q. So let us represent these relationships using a family tree. So let us make a family tree. So in which we are using some symbols. So a circular symbol for all females and a square symbol for all males and a single horizontal line for siblings and double horizontal line, that is parallel lines for married couple, right? And a vertical line or slightly slanted lines for difference of a generation. Difference of a generation, that is father to daughter, father to son, or mother to daughter, mother to son, like that, right? Now, come back to the points here. Here, let us consider the first point as P is wife of G. That means P and G are married couple and P is wife of G. That is P is female and G is male, right? And the next point is G is the son-in-law of M. So G is son-in-law of M. That means P is M's daughter. P becomes M's daughter. And the next one, L is married to M, this point. So M and L are married couple. And L is father of 2 children, right? Therefore, L is a male and M is a female. Right? L is father of 2 children and both children are not same gender. Right? So, P is M and L's daughter. Right? So, P is daughter of M and L. Therefore, here L is father of 2 children. That means P has a sibling who is a male because so L's children are not the same gender. Right? Therefore, another children of L is a male. And the next point, R is, so before that, So Q is maternal granddaughter of L. So Q is maternal granddaughter of L means Q is daughter of P, so that Q becomes maternal granddaughter of L. L. And the next is R is sister of Q. So R is sister of Q, therefore R is female, and Q who is married to K. So Q is married to K and K is a male. Now the question is how J related to Q. So who is the remaining person? J. So J is sibling of P, right? So how J related to Q? So for Q, J becomes mother's brother. Mother's brother means maternal uncle, right? J is maternal uncle to Q, hence option C is the right answer. Question 99. How R related to K? So R is here, K is here. So for K, R becomes wife's sister, right? So R becomes wife's sister for K, right? Therefore, wife's sister means sister-in-law, right? So R related to K as sister-in-law. Option C is the right answer. Question 100. Find the wrong statement. Here the first statement is J is brother-in-law of G. So J is brother-in-law of G. So which is correct, right? So G is wife's brother. That means brother-in-law. And the second one, Q is the daughter of P. Yes, Q is daughter of P. A correct statement. And the third one, M is mother of G. So M is mother of G, which is wrong statement because M is mother-in-law of G, right? Mother-in-law of G, right? Therefore, option C is the right answer, whereas the remaining are R and Q are sisters. R and Q are sisters, which is correct. And all are wrong, so which is not correct. That means all are wrong. So option E is not at all an option here, right? So all are wrong itself is a wrong answer here. No need to consider option E here, right? Therefore, option C is the wrong statement, right? So with this, I'm completing this paper. If you want to practice all the questions from this paper and many more entrance exam question papers, please visit our website www.examsnet.com. You can also download our app. The link is given in the description box. I wish you a very best of luck for your future exams.